All right. Um, I'm gonna wait a while so some people can jump on. But today's topic is, the power of motivation and basically how I stay motivated. I think a lot of people need help and a guide. So I know a lot of times I talk about different motivations, but I don't, speak enough about how to actually stay motivated or how to harness the motivation or, um, how to actually just, um, you know, it's a system. In my opinion, it's a system to kind of keep yourself motivated. So anyway, I welcome everyone that's on the live now. Um, Thank you again. My name is Jason Hunter, and I help other entrepreneurs. I help uh, other purpose driven people stay motivated, help them find their purpose, and you know I'm here in New York City, man, having a blast. It's my actually last night, and it's been great thus far. So it's been great to be able to shoot from a different location. Um, Wish it wasn't so dark, but anyway, we're gonna make it work. You know, and so you know we're going to get started. So in case someone else, other people jump on. You probably definitely want to get a notepad, pen, and paper so you can take some notes, and truly understand how to truly stay motivated. It's 8 o'clock. Throughout your process, and you know, um, before I get started, I asked you to tweet, Facebook, and all that. You know, gotta always get people on board. Like I said, this probably going to go for an hour. And, like I said, I think after, watching this video today, you're going to make some breakthroughs. Maybe you're in that situation where you tend to stay motivated or tend to commit after 30 days or maybe after a few weeks, and then your motivation loses. You drop your motivation. So, I am going to, be able to help you with that. I'm going to solve that problem today. And, drop it in the chat below, the name, where you're from. I know I got a lot of new subscribers from India. Um, and, so, let me know what is the hardest part by staying motivated, um, and what areas that you need help with the motivation. And, or just be real. Do you think motivation is just a bit, uh, it is fake? Like I said, I'm in New York. Been here for a few days. Like I said, it was for business. Had the pleasure to meet a nutritionist. Shoot some videos, and like I said, it was just great to be able to. Um, it was just great to be able to just kind of meet someone that was so smart in their field, and understand so much. And food is a big part of staying motivated, because if you're not feeling good about yourself, it's kind of hard to do the work that it takes, to go after your purpose, or to to try again, in your business, or just really just to stay motivated. Or a lot of times, she spoke on it, that a lot of times we tend to eat heavy, rich, fat food and high sugar food because it makes us feel good. And I know a lot of times when we are in a bad situation or a depressed situation, we just tend to eat to make us feel better about what we're going through. Trust me, I've been there. Like I said, she dropped a lot of bombs. dropped a lot of fire, on us. So I want to shout out my boy Camille and his, business, and everyone else that's has started a business, since I launched this YouTube channel, and I definitely look forward to the next 10, 20, 30 years and see how big it's going to grow. My boy Jason Santiago, started his own barbershop. So, it just expanded from here. And like I said, go check out, 575 ASM on Instagram and also on Facebook for any updates with the business. All right. So, like I said, I hope you got your pen and paper. And, I'm not going to go in a particular order, but it's definitely worth writing down. Um, First and foremost, you definitely need to know and figure out yourself, what's truly motivates you. So I would list out things that motivates me or things that excites me or things that makes me feel good and literally just try to do those things throughout the day. As a matter of fact, it study shows that the earlier you do something that you truly like, the better. So that's why something flipped in me, a switch went off of me when I switched my workouts from after work to in the morning. It was I believe it was a trick in my brain telling me, hey, for the first time in your life, you have truly put yourself first. I am going to take myself first, So I worked out, started feeling good. Sometimes I used to even ride my bike in the morning. What I still do, during the summer, ride my bike in the morning before work. And it was just, me just feeling good, about myself because I was doing what I truly wanted to do before, going into work. So sometimes you just have to figure out exactly what you enjoy and just do more of it. So that's one. So find out what you do it early in the morning, do it often. Another way to make sure that you stay focused on your goals is just to always keep it around you. Keep the words around you. Keep like different books, around you, and it's going to force you to kind of always be thinking about your, goals. So even if, like I said, in the beginning stages, it's going to come with a lot of failure. So, or a lot of missteps. So, and typically that's just discouraging, if your goal is to like lose weight, and after like 2, 3, weeks or a month, you tend to lose some, but not as much as you did in your first couple of weeks, and then you fall off, or the holidays come and then you fall off. But if you was maybe truly into like reading more about fitness or nutrition, or kind of kept articles around you on a daily basis, it's going to just kind of be a daily reminder to you how important your fitness goals are. And you have to truly try to make it, or you have to truly commit to making it a lifestyle change. You can't just say, well, I'm going to drop 30 pounds. I'm going to drop, you have to make it a lifestyle change. So, comment below once again if you are dealing with issues on trying to stay motivated, or you know um, you need help in that regards. And what is it? Is it more business? Is it more health? Is it more relationship? Um, Trying to be more confident. A lot of it is just boils down to, are you just truly motivated to get from point A to B, to get from the grind, because every stage is a grind. Every stage is a uphill battle, but once you get through that battle, it does feel a lot satisfying. You don't have to worry about that, and it's self development. In order, the only way to grow in this world, as a human being, is self development. So once again, so if you just jumped on the live feed, welcome. You join it from Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Comment below. Let me know where you joining from, where you saw the live feed from. Shout out your Twitter page and or Instagram page or Facebook page. So maybe I give you a shout out. So anyway, we're talking about the power of motivation, and basically how you kind of stay motivated, and maybe building a system to stay motivated. So to me, I feel like it kind of start off at the top, and um, and it just works its way down. So let me give you an example of that. So for me, I identify myself certain ways. So first and foremost, a God-fearing man. Once again, I said a man. So to me, man has certain characteristics that that I just believe in, and also from my studies. So so I try to live by those definitions as much as possible. Obviously, we're not perfect. Neither am I. Don't pretend to be, and would never be. But I definitely try. So once again, I live by certain principles, and and if it's not a positive, I try not to do it, speak it, or refrain from it. Once again, I'm not perfect. Trust me. Plenty of people would tell you that. So once again, I try not to speak negative towards myself. Now I might think it sometimes, like, damn, I did some dumbass shit, right? That was some, but I cancel it out. Nah, I ain't dumb. Or if someone tried to um, speak negative towards me, I immediately, that person don't know what they're talking about, or that is not a reflection of me, or just anything to, like I said, just to prevent from trying for them to try to mess me up, because that's really what they doing. Trust me, um, even as a kid, people try to speak negative towards you, try to lower your confidence, and it wasn't until I was an adult how important confidence is. You have grown men with really low confidence, and then they don't understand why certain things don't go their way, or why they don't ever feel good about themselves, or why other people might not feel good about themselves. It's hard to feel good about someone. I don't want to say it's hard to feel good about someone, but people tend to look more down on someone that don't even feel confident about themselves. Trying to take that in, and it's almost just human nature. Uh, you know, Like if you know, have a defeated mindset, or if you are, a negative mindset, it's just kind of hard to attract a positive person in your life when you have the attitude. So like I said, so you have to kind of truly think about that whenever, you're around people, or when you are looking to, get something um, done or accomplished that includes other people. So once again, I try to truly focus on attracting positivity in my life. I try to only speak positive to myself. Obviously, I'm not naive. We are living in a negative world at times. We are living in, a dangerous world. So I'm not, naive. But once again, um, I truly believe um, life is in the power of the tongue. So, that's one reason why I only speak positive. So, or, I also try to only hang out with, positive people, so, and, that positive speaking typically leads towards, positive actions. Now, at that point, positive actions don't always negate positive results. So, I can do something that, I mean, if I, like I said, starting a business, um, and, you know, starting a business, doing everything correctly, picking up the phone calls, trying to make sales, doing positive steps in the business don't all, it's not an automatic guarantee that you're going to have success. You are going to, um, bring in riches, right away. And, you have to be okay with that. That's the power of the motivation that I'm referring to, is because once you kind of get past that stage, that, that you are going to, like, just because that positive action, or those positive actions didn't bring that positive results right then and there, you're going to find that motivation for the day to once again try again, maybe pivot, maybe try something different, and then maybe that new action will bring you closer to your positive results that you was looking for. Hopefully that makes sense. If that makes sense, hit the thumbs up in the chat. If it don't make sense, thumbs down, or kind of explain to me, what you confused at. So, like I said, if I'm not feeling well and I am not, motivated, and so the first thing, I try to find my motivation in the morning. Sometimes working out does not motivate me in that sense. I work out just, try to stay in shape, healthy. And sometimes it does, so maybe I just go get a workout in. But that workout would be a catalyst. It will spark some type of ideal or thought in my mind that, like, you know what, I haven't tried that. And since I understand the power of now, of doing something right when you get that idea in your mind, either writing it down so you can remember and you can go back to it, or just doing it right then and now if you can, that to me, that's a power. And but that workout sparks that, because typically if I, wake up and, I'm not feeling motivated and kind of feeling sluggish, nothing's happened. I might go out and go throughout the day, but I don't feel that creativity spark in me like I do when I go work out in the morning. And that's 9 out of 10 times, so I know, like, when I'm not feeling creative or I haven't really thought about anything, that I know it's because I haven't got that morning workout in. So over time, you start to recognize these patterns in your body, and you start to recognize what truly motivates you, and you become that self-driving automated vehicle, You become, a Tesla, so and that's one way, and like I said, and you include other stuff into it, like I said, for instance, I'm a big proponent of reading, I feel like in order to, reach your success that you are looking for, you want to change, behavior, you know, you want to have to try picking up a book. You're going to have to commit to reading. Like I said, it's a good distraction, but it also is a good way to kind of focus your mind. And, because we have, with social media, with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything, family issues, football, basketball, we had just so much distraction, so much going on that it's just kind of hard to, focus our mind. And sometimes, when you might be feeling kind of, I want to say chaotic, insanity or whatever, just confused, it could just be you just have a lot on your mind and it's not being targeted in a specific area, like I said before, I started, my channel before I got on my purpose. I was feeling that, because I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I meet so many people that's like that they kind of mind is all over the place, and I think they call it scatterbrain, and and that's what it feel like, and so to believe the only way to kind of, not be so scatterbrained is just kind of focus your mind, read on certain topics that's truly interesting you. So you can take those ideas out your head and, place them certain way. And the same thing with writing. That's another important of writing things down, journaling, writing. Like I said, you don't have to be a professional writer. You don't even have to be good at it. Over time, your brain just automatic improves on itself. That's a blessing, that your brain just automatic just becomes smarter when you feed it the right information. But 90% of us, and I know it's 90% because only 10% truly succeed or make it to a point of, success in life. So I know 90% of us just are just not really that focused or, just it's not really self-improving. We almost just going with the motion, we are just, we just staying alive, and, I don't want to look up and I'm 100, but I don't have anything to show for, I don't want to, make it to 80. And I believe that's the reason why, people have been interested in the channel, as of late, in the last, 30 days, over 130, I think, new subscribers. So, my target to go to 1,000 subscribers, is approaching. And so, I'm feeling blessed for that. But I'm also believing a lot of people are kind of waking up and understanding the power of the motivation. So, and, so appreciate that, Keisha. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get that. Once again, if you are just joining, make sure that you are, make sure that you drop some information below in the chat. What's the hardest part? Staying motivated. What do you feel like you need help with motivation? Once again, I just, talked about how I stay motivated. It really starts the day before, kind of knowing and understanding what you need to get accomplished for that next day. Obviously, you make adjustments from time to time, but um, that's what it is. And then you put your game plan on, you put your thinking cap on, and you make it happen. So in the secret, the power, the only way you can truly feel really, really great about yourself is by doing the work. A lot of people talk about it, but it's like the YouTube universe talks about it. You're not going to really hear about that mainstream TV or even Hollywood or anything like that, because it's just more entertainment, and but the only way you can really feel good about yourself is just doing the work, and and I'm just I know for sure that's like I'm a firm believer because I'm living it. Before the only time I was happy was when I was going on dates. And now it's just uh, I'm happy with the work and the dates. But anyway, so you stay motivated by coming up with a game plan. You figure out what truly motivates you. You write it down until it just comes second nature. Like I said, I know what motivates me, and typically don't go a few days without feeling some type of motivation, feeling some type of inspired. I can just, all right, I'm gonna use this motivation, and it's going to carry me on until I get the results that I'm looking for, or until the family gets the results I'm looking for, and stuff like that. So, like I said, right now, big motivation is, okay, I feel like I'm in great shape. Now how can I help others, live a better lifestyle, especially like maybe my family and stuff like that. Also, how can I help other people, maybe start their business, which, like I said, I'm a big proponent of, starting business. I definitely believe that a lot of issues that we have in our community will be erased or eradicated if we have more entrepreneurs in our community. So, so that's my lifetime goal is to create more entrepreneurs, to motivate more entrepreneurs, inspire more entrepreneurs. But I feel like in order for me to do that, I have to be a successful entrepreneur also. So, so since I've been in New York, for a few days, like I said, it's been mostly business and work. I've been, the Southern 4040 Club, and Jay-Z. If you haven't heard of the 4040 Club, that's a club by Jay-Z. Um, and man, it was really inspiring. Like I said, it was a really, really nice club. Really ran, organized club, in the heart of the city too. And like I say, just shouts out to Jay Z for having a really nice establishment. Like I said, I think he's still on it, but part of his portfolio. And but yeah, it's a really really dope club. Um, I actually might stop out, my last night in town there. So um, nice, nice vibe. It's really nice. I can't really say anything bad about New York besides the garbage on the streets. But it has been a really, really great visit. University of New York, really, really awesome. Got to speak with a professor on nutrition. Don't want to mess up her name, so let me look at my phone. Um, Christy Lancaster. So, about cultural difference when it comes to nutrition. And so I thought that was pretty great interview. Like I said, helping my boy Camille with his nutrition, business. Helping, other people, maybe with busy lives, or maybe just don't understand the importance of nutrition and how it affects the body, your moods, mood swings, your thoughts, your energy level, you know, um, you know, a lot of, disease like, when it comes to high blood pressure or to diabetes, certain cancer, it all can be prevented, and even reversed, once you kind of switch, your mind frame, when you switch from um, eating to live to living to eat. Wait. No. Eat to live instead of living to eat. Like I would say at least, I want to say 80% of my meals, I'm just like eating just for the energy. But it is a high number. Like if I'm eating a salad, yeah, there's some salads that taste pretty good, but it's not my, it's not like, oh, I wake up like, man, I'm dreaming of a salad. No, I'm like everyone else, but um, I know that salad is going to give me a lot of energy. It's going to make me productive, whereas the hamburger is going to make me feel like shit. I'm not going to want to move. Um, and it's just really no nutrition. And then after 2 hours, I'm gonna be hungry again. So to me, it's not really worth it. And like I said, all the health problems that comes with it. And when you have, and this one thing when you solve your health issue, you no longer truly worry about it. So if you don't have that worry in the back of your mind, now you have um, now you just worry about, success or succeeding or, maybe a business problem or maybe a family problem. So now you can kind of divert your attention to something that's more important, and that's a blessing, matter, so um, that's a great question. She mentioned the salad is good, but what about the dressing? And all the calories. And it's great. Most people, load up their salads, and then they put, 400, 600 calories worth of dressing on it, and it's typically either ranch or something like that, something that's real heavy. So, speaking with the nutritionist, that's one of the topics she mentioned, vinaigrette, Italian vinaigrette, or balsamic vinaigrette. I think I'm mispronounced that. But anyway, you get my drift. So vinaigrette dressing is pretty light, and she recommend, doing a vinaigrette dressing on your salad. And, I agree with her because that's what I do. So, and, but I also don't really eat salad with meats in it anymore. So to me, I just don't feel like you can truly eat enough green, So, um, like I said, I don't have any facts to kind of back that one up. But, if I'm eating a full plate of salad, I don't really overthink it. The only part I overthink is the salad dressing. And I typically just stick with vinaigrette. And what I like about vinaigrette is different types of vinaigrette. So if you can switch it up, so it don't sound, it's not too boring. Like one of my favorite vinaigrette is a pomegranate vinaigrette, and it tastes really, really good. So, I switch it up, and I eat it fast. Like I said, once again. anything fried tastes a lot better than a salad. I'm not about to bullshit anybody saying, "Oh man, salads are great tasting," and I mean it can be at times, but that food I ate early today, some meat, some noodles, that was great. Maybe it wasn't great for me, but compared to a salad, it tastes a lot. It tastes better. So I'm not going to lie and say all salads taste great. I truly just eat it for nutrition purposes. For me, if I know I had, maybe meat, I ate 2 days worth of meat, I make sure I eat a salad the next day or a big salad for digestion purposes. That salad is going to help break up that meat, that's sitting in my stomach, so it's going to kind of soften that up for me. So, I eat a lot of meat for digestion purposes because, meat tend to kind of clog you up. And if you don't understand, I mean, to me, that's kind of like basic. Like I said, like I said, you have to do your research. Like I said, I've been, health has been an important topic for me since the third grade. I remember reading a book about, fats causes heart attacks. I was like, oh, shoot, I need to, focus on my health. And it was in the third grade, no lie, so, I always, kind of thought about health. I eat, fruit, a lot, just, for that same reasons, or sometimes, if I know I had a lot of candy, then I know I need to switch it up to eating fruits. And, especially like oranges, something real sweet. And I don't feel real bad or guilty about it just because I know it's natural and it's come from the earth. So, and like I said, it just helps, once you, make those positive changes, it helps you make other positive changes in your life. And when you do go back and have that pizza, that hamburger, you don't really feel bad. I think that's what a lot of people, they beat themselves up. I just refuse to beat myself up. I ain't calling myself no names. I'm the baddest person I know. I'm the sexiest person I know. Like I just don't understand low confidence and I'm the smartest person. I just truly have to have that mentality. It's not a bad thing. You know, it's not a bad thing to have, in my opinion. It's just, respecting and you understand the importance of your mental psyche. What do you eat when you have the munchies? Whatever around, So, like I said, an orange might do from time to time. I drink a lot of water, but this important portion, and I guess I haven't really talked about it a lot. Not the munchies. That's we're gonna hold on that, but once you slim down, once you get to your ideal weight, truly believe you just eat less, so you just eat less. So, and and another thing, like if you have the munchies, if anyone don't know what the munchies mean, that just means someone that maybe smokes some weed and now they got hungry, and they ready to eat something. So typically at that point in time, people are going to just eat what's laying around, but you have to check your house. What do you have laying around your house? If you got nothing but sugar, Little Debbie's, Swedish fish, like all that laying around your house, that's just what you're going to eat. But that's why I'm a big proponent of eliminating anything in the house that's not in your diet. And it forces you, if you really want that, go get it at that point in time. So once again, I still have candy. Yes, I still, I test candy up, but I rarely have it in front of me. So when I do have it, I don't feel bad or guilty for it because 9 out of 10 times I don't really have it around me. I don't enjoy it. Like I don't, when I go grocery shopping, I rarely buy it or anything like that. So, so when I have the munchies, um, I'm drinking or eating what's, in my household. Typically I cook, so I'm just, um, I, I'm just, eating what I cook, or it really depends. That's really depending on you. Like the older I get, some people don't actually have the munchies anymore. People actually, they, smoke and they get high, whatever, and they might actually want to just duck off and read. They actually might just want to watch a good movie and just lay back. They might just want to go to sleep. They might just want to enjoy their lady for the night. So not everyone just, get high and just eat. Smoke weed and eat. Some people smoke it for, different reasons. So, but if you are one that, eating and that's the big issue for you, then once again, you have to eliminate. I mean, eliminate. And anytime you want it, you're going to have to go and get it. And that's going to like, man, I ain't about to keep going out here and get it, like that. So I'm going to just, give it up. Yeah, you're going to just have to fight that temptation, at times. But like I said, if you don't remove that temptation from the house, I am guaranteed you will lose that battle each and every time because I lose it. If I got it in the house, and like I said, if I have the munch or whatever, I'm tearing it up. That's why I eliminated it. When I wanted to start drinking water years ago, I gave up sugar, Kool-Aid, and all that sweet drinks. I had to literally, not buy it anymore, take it out of my eyesight. And after a few weeks, you stop thinking about it. We only think about it because it's right there, in our presence. And like I mentioned in my earlier videos, one of my first few videos, anytime you sacrifice one thing, and you think, okay, I'm getting this benefit, you also gain another benefit from it. So like I said, when I sacrifice, drinks and sugar and stuff like that, I'm thinking, okay, I just didn't want to have, it was more about weight. And, I just didn't want to have the sugar anymore. I knew it was bad for you. I didn't want to, diabetes, I didn't want anything like that. I didn't notice that it was going to have an impact on my skin. Before, like I said, you can't really see it. I used to have spots all on my skin. I would call them leprosy. If I see them people now, I say leprosy. Obviously, that's just something I made up. But anyway, that's what I had. I literally had spots. Now, as you can see, don't really got that much spots. My skin is very clear. And that was just me giving up sugar. And when I noticed that, I was like, wow, and the reason why it just made me, like astonished because, months before, or maybe a year before, I was at a dermatologist and, obviously they gave me some pills to pop and it cleared up my skin. However, once I ran out of those pills, it came right back up. So that's the reason why I'm not a fan of doctors or modern medicine because they don't really truly heal. They just, it, you could take that as you want. Like I said, I explained it like, that doctor gave me pills. Right when I stopped taking the pills, the spots came back up, And like I said, it just looked like, and I see it now with people, and I know exactly what it is. Okay, this person drink too much sugar, Kool-Aid, or whatnot. Um, and 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 like I said, once I gave it up, no more. It wasn't there anymore. And I feel like a doctor should have, could have caught that or recognized that, and either they so focused on the medicine, or they just really don't know what goes on. So that's why I believe everyone should know themselves, and be able to kind of treat themselves, and I don't want to say tell the doctor what they want, but basically tell the doctor what they want. Like when I, a few years ago when I, went to and started having checkups and stuff like that. Okay, I'm committed to having, annual or, checkups like that. I know a lot of men don't want to get checkup, but I definitely do. And I just told the doctor straight up, I don't do medicine. I don't do drugs. And that was from the onslaught. Like, don't try to put me on shit because I'm gonna walk out of here. So, and yeah, and that's how I talk to people. That's how I talk to doctors. And so when I mentioned that, he gave me some breathing exercise, but he really just focused on her diet. Keisha, said hello to all the supporters. And thanks for supporting her, bro. So appreciate that, sis. So, like I said, and that's part of motivation as well, staying motivated, staying fit so you can use your body, you can use your mind to, accomplish your goals. Hopefully I didn't go off tangent. Health is definitely an important piece of the motivation, because if you're not feeling good about yourself, it's very unlikely that you are going to, you don't want to do positive in a community or around you or anything like that. So it's really important that you feel good about yourself, that you are, enjoying you respect yourself. You got to respect your body. And to me, that's another big one, is that, we only have one body, like, you can't really go out and, maybe robots, but it's not going to be as, it's not going to be the same body. No matter what man makes, it's not going to be the same as what the creator made for you. You can duplicate a lot, but it's nothing like the original. Let me say that again for the person in the back. You can duplicate a lot, but it's nothing like the original. Yes. Yes. Sister want to ask a question. Give me a second. So hit the thumbs up if you are enjoying the content. Comment below. Also make sure you share with other people that can, benefit from this. Sharing is caring. I am still doing the money for subs. $10, 10 subs, $10. 50 subs, $25. 2,000 subs, $100. So just in case, need some money, birthday money, whatever. So, what's some interesting things that I have seen thus far in New York, that has motivated me? I am actually It actually been really pretty cool to see the diversity here in New York compared to a lot of other places. And it don't really seem like, uh, it truly seemed like a melting pot here. And I was surprised because, like I said, living in Chicago, you do see diversity, but it's kind of segregated diversity. New York is everybody's in it. Mm, Interesting. I think I got an interesting question. So stay tuned. Someone asked some question. I had to get some clarifications before I make sure I put it in the comment box or before I tell you guys. So stay tuned. Another thing I liked about New York is a lot of open parks. A lot of people walk around, so that's to me is great. I really enjoy walking, and I call it free exercising. I also believe it's another way to give thanks to the Creator, thanks to God to giving you a body, giving you legs, and you just showing Him, you showing the Creator that you are utilizing what He gave you to your best of your benefits, ability. So anyway, the question was, why don't I date overweight women? Inquiring minds would like to know. Don't know who's the inquiring mind, um, but overweight. Like, I have been overweight before, maybe more muscular than fat. Um, it is a difference. When you have more muscle, probably maybe lifting a little bit too much compared to like fat, where you kind of just have more stored fat and you overweight. Um, so, but for me, I'm just not attracted, and that's really what it's all about. I'm not really attracted to overweight women. Um, I Once again, I believe that God gave us this one body, and and we have to utilize it in its best and most efficient way possible. And I just believe, being overweight is not the best way to utilize your body. I can just tell when I was even muscular overweight, I was still tired, because you have to, carry all that weight. My knees used to hurt all the time. Once again, I was carrying just too much weight on my frame. Um, Sometimes, and not all, but sometimes, overweight women typically have low confidence. And even, as a man, that's, a turn off. I don't want a low confidence woman. I like bad women, and that's just how I am. That's how I've always been. It never would change. That's just my mindset. And so, and my earlier years, it's a different story for a different day. I, maybe messed around with one, and I noticed, you know, this it had a little stench, and I don't remember ever having that with someone that was, more petite, and So anyway, that's like I said, a different topic, but yeah, I'm just not attracted to them, and that's it. So, I got 8 more minutes, if you want to ask more questions. Once again, the topic is about the power of motivation because I know some people think motivation is just bullshit. But I truly believe and know that if you always have your motivation on your mindset, it's hard to steer you wrong. it's hard to, like when things don't go your way, it's hard to truly get down on yourself because, your mind's going to think of another way. You're like, well, have you tried this one? And you're like, well, you know what? Let me try it. And then you just get a little closer and closer. Um, uh, um, so it get, you just get closer and closer to your goals. So, like keeping that motivation on your mind to me is, really, really, really important, because it just prevents you from drifting. Like if you didn't see the video that I created about drifting, it's just really the topic. Probably I'll break it down, break it down, in future weeks. But check out that video about drifting, and keep having your motivation on your mind prevents you from drifting. And a lot of times when we drift, it's a negative thing, or it just takes us away from our goals and purpose in life. And you don't want to be drifting for too long. Like for me, I feel like I have drifted for too long before that. I mean, I could be wrong, but a lot of times, you're not, you understand yourself. So a lot of times you feel like you have to play catch up, so keeping your motivation prevents you from drifting. It also prevents you from wasting your time. That's an important thing, because, time is important. I can, if I lose some money today, I can get it back tomorrow or maybe next week or 2 weeks from now, but you can never get that time back, so, staying motivated, it helps you to tell people, no, I can't do it today. I got something else going on, and if they get mad, oh, well, and that's just how life is. So, staying motivated definitely keeps, just keeps your mind just kind of sharp and focused. And the older you get, at least for me, the less sharp your mind tends to want to be on its own, or the less, like the dog running out the squirrel, scenario. It's just like your mind just fire off and like, hey, let's do this. And then you have to kind of, bring it back. Like, no, you need to be focused on this today, and like I said, I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I know it's like that for me. Especially even when I first got started, I wanted to let me do this, let me write this down, let me write that down. And I had to, literally in the last few months, just stay focused on like what I truly want, my 2 or 3 targeted goals, and just like, hey, if it's not, if it don't help that, then that's not what I want to do, so, and like I say, just kind of keep your mind, at, in a positive mind. It keeps you, sharp. It keeps you, feeling, erratic, because a lot of times when you are erratic, or emotional, sometimes we do things that we wouldn't do otherwise, so, that's another reason why, once again, motivation is very, very important, but before we jump off, definitely want to see if anyone got more questions. Appreciate everyone who asked the questions today. Also, while you're out, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Also, make sure that you are sharing the videos with people. That also, if you want to be notified when I drop a new video or when I go live, make sure you subscribe, obviously, but also hit the bell icon next to the video link or to the chat chain, and that's going to notify you every time I drop a video or go live. So Monday's motivation, Tuesday about marketing for your business, Wednesday about money, getting your money right, Thursday about entrepreneur and business, goals. Fridays, dating relationships, let's make some love, power of love. So anyway, I am glad everyone, jumped on. I'm out. This is my last night in New York, so I'm about to, go sprawl out and see you in Chicago. Stay blessed.